Hello, today I'll show you how to make a joystick for a platformer in Scratch. As you can see, this is a nice joystick, and you can move at various speeds. And if you go slightly above 45 degrees for both of these sides, you can jump. So let's get started. First, delete the cat and paint a sprite. Name it Joystick. Then, use the circle tool, make the outline a nice thickness and a very dark gray color. And make the fill also a pretty dark gray color. Then press shift and create it. Now make sure the costume is 100 by 100. Then paint another sprite. Use the circle tool. Make sure there's no outline and make the fill a gray color. And make the size 30 by 30, like that. Now, when green flag is clicked, hide. Then create a new variable named size for this sprite only. Set size to 100. Then create a new block named create joystick. Now, with this, go to front, then switch costume to costume 1, then set ghost to 35, then go to a plus, then negative 220, which is 240 subtracted by 20. Then a divide, and an absolute of size divided by 2. Now duplicate this, place it here, and then negative 160. Now set size to size. Create a new clone of myself. Then duplicate this part. Delete that. Place it here. Switch costume to 2. Set ghost to 0. And create a clone of myself. Now, when I start as a clone, show. Then, duplicate this part, but do a forever loop, place it in here. Now, if, and then a equals, then costume number equals 2, which would be this, and then if else, mouse down, then point towards mouse pointer, and then another if else, then distance to mouse pointer is greater than size divided by 2. Now, move by size divided by 2. Then create a new variable named distance from mouse. For this sprite only, set distance from mouse to size. Else, set distance from mouse to distance to mouse pointer, and then move by distance to mouse. Now, create two new variables named speed X for all sprites, and speed Y for all sprites. Now set speed X to distance from mouse divided by, and then divided by size, times sign of direction, like this. Then duplicate this, set speed Y to all of this time cosine of direction, and then all of that multiplied by how high you want him to jump, or want the player to jump. And then in the else, set speed X and speed Y to 0. Now create a new sprite named player. Use the box tool. Make sure there's an outline and make it black. Now in player, make the fill any color you want. Then press shift, create a box or square, then make it a good size. Now use the line tool, create one of its size, copy pastel it, then place it about in the middle, like this, and name it idle. And then duplicate it, name this move, and then move the eyes to the right. Now when green flag is clicked, go to 0, 0, then create two new variables named X for this sprite only and Y for this sprite only. Set X and Y to 0, then forever, and then create a new block named physics. Now run without screen refresh. Now in physics, we will do switch costume to idle, then set rotation style to left and right, change Y by -1, and change X by speed X. Now if, and then the absolute of speed X is greater than 0, then switch costume to move, and then if else X is greater than 0, and then point in direction 90 or -90. Now set X to X times 0.8 or 0.89, then change X by X, then repeat 6 times. Now if touching, then paint a new sprite named ground. Use the box tool, make sure there's no outline, make the fill any color you want, or make a brownish color for dirt, like this. Then use the line tool, make it a green color, then place it here. Make sure the outline thickness is good, like that. And now after this, duplicate both of these, make this smaller, make this larger, rotate it to test for angle, and then when green flag is clicked, go to 0, 0. Now back in player, if touching ground, then change Y by 1, and if touching ground again, change Y by -6, since it repeats 6 times, and then change X by X times -1, and now change Y by Y if touching ground, then change Y by Y times -1. And set Y to 0. Then lastly, change Y by 1 if touching ground, and then another change Y by speed Y, and then oh yeah, and also make sure that this is change Y by -1, and then this is 1. And back in Joystick, make sure to also add a round in here, and then it multiplies by 15. Now if you test it, as you can see, you have a nice joystick. And if you move, everything will work. And if you go to 45 degrees, then it will jump. As you can see, now you have a nice joystick in Scratch. And if you want, you can add a nice sky color like this. Now you have a nice joystick in Scratch for platformers. Thank you for watching and have a fantastic day.